Welcome back to Tarkadia Rising. Last time, we encountered a couple of adventurers who thought you guys were stealing a wagon. Then you made your way to Ryland Orchard, which was not what you expected. No one was there, but you did meet an old friend.
Like a new friend.
Razden.
Hot boy.
Get it because he's old.
Is that what you wrote down?
No.
So we're last left off. You all decided that you guys are going to enter the mayor's office, which you have a key thanks to handsome man.
Handsome man.
So what are you guys gonna do now? Are you guys gonna go talk to the twins and check on Goldhawk, or are you guys just gonna peace? We're gonna go deal with our own stuff.
Didn't we get a key to go check out the other?
I feel like we should check out the mayor's
City Hall
office
kind of
first.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys are gonna go on. Like I said, the city hall is about 2 stories tall. Simple wooden door with a simple lock. You could probably kick the door down if you wanted, but you have the key now. So who's gonna? You're gonna open it?
Yeah, I'll just go for it.
Roll reflexes.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
I was not in front.
Wait, no,
I guess I have to roll anyway. Never mind. Oh. Ooh, nice. Is
Is there any addition to
Reflex.
reflex, or is it just straight?
your dex modifier?
Oh, cool.
Plus your proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Reflex save.
If you.
Oh, I forgot there's a save. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dex plus proficiency.
Oh fuck,
Oh,
that's
there's
right.
gotcha.
Even better. Cool. Yes.
19.
19.
Mhm.
All right. You save.
23.
You save.
20.
You save.
7.
You do not. So you open the door.
Oh, I'll start rolling a new character.
Well, no, it's not gonna be that bad.
Sight through the shoulder.
Yeah.
2 sides.
So you open the door and you notice that at first it's you see kind of a hallway, and you got some portraits of previous mayors and a picture of an orchard tree on the other side, leading to kind of where the courtroom is. But then all of a sudden you kind of see it do a haunted house pullback, and then it starts twisting really, really fast into a spiral, and you guys all start getting pulled into the doorway.
Oh.
Since you were up front and you didn't reflex out, you get sucked in. The rest of you are holding on for dear life,
Oh,
but
damn.
it just over time, it just overpowers you, and then you just kind of one at a time just kind of go. You're going to be having disadvantages for the next in-game hour because you're so disoriented from the whole
Dizzy.
yeah.
Okay.
But I'll let you know if anything's going to be related to dizziness. It's not going to be a debuff, but
I don't mind.
yeah. So you guys kind of go through this vortex.
Don't be a coward, DM. Just debuff me forever.
Kill him. Kill him.
Note to self:
Yeah.
suicidal wizard.
Oh, it's
Hey, Janet.
it's actually in my backstory.
It's okay.
Getting
She was
dizzy
just
instantly
licking
kills
my
me.
foot.
She's
Character
been
is
walking
now
by
dead.
just like,
Yeah,
just
no.
taking a
She hasn't
swipe.
been biting or anything. She was literally
She-
licking the top of
Oh.
my foot. And
If
my
she
foot's
likes
barefoot,
you,
so
she
it's
licks you. It's
It's a weird ticklish thing.
not scripted. There is just a cat, not a weird goblin licking.
Oh.
It's a cat.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Just a tiny little gremlin runs out from the tip. No, this is weird.
Chubby like her.
Yeah. Chubby liquor. Oh. That's a new
Um,
nickname.
So you guys are falling. You guys are falling for about 5 minutes, and you all are just kind of falling through this purple and blue wormhole.
That's a lot of falling.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say.
it is. It sucks.
I pull,
Oh
pull
my
out
God.
some of my bottles of liquor and
Just
Drink it and then let go, and it just kind of.
just do the
You
the bottle and just
you get
cup
sucked
and
in first. You get sucked in first, and so you drink some, and I'm hey, you just let go, and it falls backwards, and I catch it, and I drink some.
Oh wait, I could pour it out and it would go up, right?
So you guys are in this beautiful thing. You see paperwork, and you kind of are seeing books and chairs, and at one point you see a gavel and a judge's gown and stuff kind of go by. And you're this is all pretty weird. And then you start seeing the ground.
back.
Featherfall.
All right, cast Featherfall. I need you to roll.
Oh wait, nope. It's not prepped.
Oh no, the one time it would have been useful. It's not prep.
Oopsies.
Luckily enough, though, as you start approaching the ground, you kind of just start slowly kind of drifting, it kind of like an updraft of air, and just kind of and then it just immediately all drops you at once. You land on your face since dizzy, but everybody else kind of catches their breath. Roll perceptions for me.
16.
18.
Okay.
19.
Okay. 7.
15.
15.
Sorry.
So you all kind of realize you're on like the room is upside down. So you're kind of on the ceiling of this courtroom, and everything else looks like it's kind of like again, it's like kind of like a haunted house kind of thing where the room is like upside down. But you can see that this is the mayor's office, and this is like the courtroom inside of the mayor's office. But you're on the ceiling, and it's just kind of really disorienting. You're still able to kind of go through doorways and work your way through the building, but yeah, you're like, why did I go vertical, like horizontal through the door, then fall for 5 minutes, and now we're upside down? Is kind of what you're dealing
It's
with.
mostly the 5 minutes thing that's weirding me out, because I'm just like, okay, some magic and the thing's upside down, but why did it take 5 minutes?
I'm imagining for somebody's outside perspective, we're just like falling really slowly.
Like bad paper cutout, just spinning. Yeah.
Just sticks and like papers. Oh no!
You still have that feeling like it feels like we're still falling even if we're not. Just like,
Yeah.
Like crawling around on the ceiling,
yeah.
holding on to like corners of walls.
So yeah, the ceiling there's a lantern that's hanging upside down. It looks to be lit.
Ooh,
It's
I
kind of
poke
like
it.
swinging. You poke it.
Yeah, I wanted to see what
So
it reacts.
it kind of just.
Trippy.
Wow. It's like a punching bag.
Yeah. It's like those weeble wobblers.
Yeah.
Would I know what sort of magic would allow a reversal of gravity? Just like more out of curiosity, like how could this happen?
It
How
could be
is-
illusion.
Is this like?
Adoration, I think.
I could
What's
also
the house?
roll
If
for
you
it.
were to assign an arbitrary category of subject matter throughout this world that could possibly have a numerical score attributed to it.
of the
It's
perhaps
magic, bitch.
arcana variety.
I'm looking up the schools of magic right now. Give me a second.
Would that be
Hey man, if I crit fail, who knows? It's not enough.
illusion?
That was my
Disadvantage
guess.
because you're dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Cool. 12.
12.
Arcana check.
Wait, wizard isn't. This isn't in alphabetical order.
Anybody want some water while I'm up?
I'll take some.
Why is this not working? Where is the wizard at? I would say it's closely like kind of conjuration,
Okay.
like it, whatever kind of messes with like the natural flow of earthen magic. I'll have to figure that out later. I'll probably be corrected in the comments of like, you don't know the 5 schools of magic, even though there's more than 5.
Divination, illusion,
Evocation.
Hogwarts.
Conjuration. Abjuration.
Hufflepuff.
Or is that?
Necromancy's one of them.
Okay.
I'll look for another minute or so. I'm gonna go to the spells page here.
It's not a huge issue. It was just, if you didn't know off the top of your head, that's also okay.
It's very important, actually.
It's not like I have anything to do with it. It's more in character knowledge of like, yes, quite.
Yeah, I can't find it offhand. This is
No
weird.
worries, dude. You're good.
But yeah, it's kind of like magic that it's not conjuring a new building you're in. It's something is causing you to be flip flopped.
It's the same building.
Yeah.
Shit's just weird.
So what are you gonna do now? You can see that there's one way in and out of this room. It's from the door. It looks to be in front of you.
I'm gonna take a step forward.
Okay. You took a step forward. You feeling
Cool.
great? Well, as great as you
Still
can be
upside
right
down.
now. Still
I-
upside
the blood rush
hold
in our
on,
heads?
hold on,
No.
hold on. I want to test something. What do I have here? I don't know. I take one of my bottles of liquor and I start pouring it. What does it do?
You pour one out for your homies. It goes down towards your feet.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Try letting go of it really quick and then catch it.
Okay, I'm gonna let go of the bottle. I'm gonna do it in the middle of my body.
All right.
I let go.
Drops down to the floor.
I mean the ceiling.
Ha! What you think is the floor is what I'm going to
Yeah.
refer as.
Okay, yeah.
Towards our feet.
Our
Towards
down.
your feet.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much, sir.
Oh, thank
The
you.
floor is down, the ceiling is up.
Okay, interesting. So it's not just us that is being affected necessarily,
Right.
Yeah.
but also the
Is it
environment.
anything we brought in?
Wait,
The key?
you said the lantern
Did we
was
check?
hanging up?
hmm
I cut the chain on the lantern.
Roll an attack.
20.
Roll damage.
Eight.
Yep, you're able to cleanly cut the lantern. The lantern does start going down towards the roof, and it crashes and starts a fire,
Damn it! I knew it was gonna happen.
Nice.
Oh, dicks.
and flames go towards. The flames are kind of building up. It's starting to get a little hot in this room.
Okay.
I've made this mistake in the other Pathfinder group, or in Pathfinder original, but do you have anything you can douse that with?
I do. I've got.
Not liquor.
I've got. Yeah, I've got
Not
liquor. I've got fire, ball of lightning, tanglefoot bag, leaping thunderstone, tinder twig, acid flask.
How bad is it right as it starts though?
It's a wooden floor. It's going to take a little bit of time because everything's lacquered.
Can I
So-
prestidigitation it since that can put out a small flame?
I'm going to have you roll whatever stat your primary class stat is. I want you to roll disadvantage, and I need you to beat a 12.
Okay. I feel like I need to get this for a while just so I can.
Yeah, just give a second d20.
That, makes the most sense.
So my question.
It almost was
Nope,
a 20 and a
it's
1.
It's 11.
No. So you kind of take some flames off the top, but more just kind of keep growing. You found a nice stack of paperwork. Some thing is burning a table now.
Wait,
Damn.
Michael. So is it like we're like? Imagine like we're in the room that's flipped upside down. The fire is happening above us, like pouring
Yeah.
smoke down on top of us.
Yeah, and smoke and heat down on top of it.
Okay,
Is
well,
this interesting? Do we have like water flasks or?
don't.
And to keep in mind, you guys are the same size as you normally are, so it's kind of like if
It's a
the
big
ceiling
room.
is on fire dripping down on you. So it's starting to get kind of getting like one of those kids' educational things about fire safety
Except
where
we don't go down. We have to like be taller.
Yeah.
So,
Damn it, Moncho!
We're like swimming through the smoke. All right, well, let's just go to the next room.
Yeah.
I'm
We
gonna
don't
start
really have a
Yeah,
choice.
spinning
yeah.
wildly while looking up.
What?
What? That's
what? What does that mean?
What does that do for you?
He just starts like. Woo!
I don't know if it's gonna work because the potion didn't, but I'm gonna spin wildly, look up, and then try and gag reflex because I'm already dizzy.
What?
He's gonna
This is
puke on
in
it.
relation
Are you
to the
gonna try to
If
fire.
be
it
a
goes
fire
up, I
sprinkler?
might be able to. Like,
He's trying to puke on the fire.
No, you just go, huh. You just kind of like just start spinning in a circle while everybody else is trying to get out of there. You're breathing in more smoke.
oh no! Okay, if it's like getting big, then never mind. I don't know. It's like
You know what? For ingenuity, in the dumbest way, I'm going to give you, what is it called? It's not inspiration.
hero points.
You
Hero
get a
point.
hero point for that. And
So heroic.
you know what, Wayne? You also get a heroic point for trying to test the physics.
So do I?
You kind of caused all of this.
I feel like my experiment had more results than yours, even if the results were bad.
We already knew that the thing was hanging towards that way.
I don't want to reward you for burning down the house.
Yeah, that's like, is there a negative hero point? Like a villain
Granted,
point?
I'm basically practicing bulimia in Pathfinder, so this is...
Yeah, but you made me laugh.
Okay.
And I need to get in the habit of rewarding these because they go back to 1 on every session.
Oh, right.
Okay, right.
You know what? You get 1 too.
I don't even remember what they do.
You get it.
I
Here.
do it again. Interesting.
I'm
Yeah.
Oprahing just.
I think
What do
it
they do
gives you like
again?
an extra point to any
So
kind of...
you
Do we
can
start with one?
you start with 1 and they're in the list. I think like you can get rid of an effect. I think 2 you can like re-roll a thing and you have to take the second one. I think 3 lets you do something. But
So we start with 1, and if you gave us an extra one, so does that mean we're at 2?
you're at 2.
Okay.
And then if you don't use it at this session, it goes away.
Okay.
So you're encouraged to use them.
Okay, well then let's run for the only option that we have was like
Yeah.
a door?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I'm guessing will be leaping over,
Well,
kind
no-
of.
I guess, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
how tall is the ceiling?
Oh, yeah, 'cause, yeah, you have-
it's
Yeah,
like
you'd have
that.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll have to kind of... Hey, so we lost a bit of audio and video due to a reading error on my hard drive. We lost everything from this portion of the encounter, which is really unfortunate because this was hilarious. What happened was the party is put inside of an upside-down version of the mayor's office, and they're stuck on top of the ceiling. And the puzzle was for them to try to find their way out. But in doing so, Muncho the rogue decided to cut the lantern that was lighting the room and set the room on fire, causing everything to kind of burn into a crisp. So the adventuring party had to run as fast as they can out of the room so they could get to the next part of the puzzles. But yeah, unintended puzzle difficulty increased due to party members being, well, intriguing. So, yes, that's where we're going to pick things up. You're going to see us panic, and the story shall continue. Sorry about this. We're still working out why technical issues keep happening, but this one wasn't too bad. We also got into a conversation about hero points and the hero point system in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You gain 1 point at the start of every campaign session. You can also earn 1 hero point from the Dungeon Master based on role-playing and clever actions, and 1 point earned outside of the campaign for being helpful to other players, being helpful to the Dungeon Master, or bringing snacks. Not the most interesting system, so we put it up to you, the viewer. If you would like someone to earn a hero point at the start of another session, please leave it in the comment section down below, and the next time we play, we'll add all that stuff up with your name. Now, back to the action.
Right.
So the camera broke, but we fixed it, I think, hopefully. I'm just moving my hands to make sure it's working. Alright. Rolling. So we established, I don't know how much of this got saved, but we established that I'm the DM and we're going to...
Really?
I am the DM, I have the hat.
The dum-dum mister.
You lose 2 hero points?
No, that was a reference to a cute thing.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You can take
So-
away hero point. -5
I'm
hero
the Dum
points.
Dum Master. I can do what I want.
No, it's dum-dum mister. It's this little toddler. She couldn't pronounce Dungeon Master, so she called it dum-dum mister.
Oh,
That's
cute.
adorable.
So yeah, I'm gonna give them as needed, and then if we want to, you can vote on people to start with an additional hero point. If you guys are so inclined, I will know if you guys are voting for yourselves. I have that power to know.
Wait, how do we
I don't
vote?
even know how to vote.
In the comment section down below, and you subscribe to Lost Forge Tabletop Gaming.
Don't you do it.
Anyway, so you guys are working your way out of this room that's on fire. The camera is just
I'm gonna
derailed.
smash!
I had you on track, and then the camera breaks, and now everything's in chaos.
Yeah, now there's no recovering it ever.
Okay, there's all this chaos. What are you doing? What are you doing? The room's on fire.
Yep.
Go, go,
Oh,
go.
We are
Go
going
through.
down the hallway now? The dark hallway that
Yeah.
Okay.
anybody else want to perceive? Because all
I'll
I
take
saw
a
was a dark hallway.
I'll squint my eyeballs.
Do I? Oh wait, do I have
You
a
have dark,
thing?
everybody has dark
Yeah,
vision
yeah,
because
yeah.
you're
Oh,
all
that's right,
tiny.
because we're all teeny.
Yeah.
Perception 14.
So you can kind of make out the hallway that you actually saw entering the room before it became all crazy and twisted.
Oh.
So you guys can go on in.
Are there any doors along the hallway, or is it just a long hallway?
Well, as soon as you hit the threshold, anybody that's still in the room just kind of sees you go through like this inky black darkness, and you're gone.
Great.
So who's going first?
I was definitely leading this
I hopped the ledge.
run.
right.
Yeah, I was going in.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
Okay. So as you guys are jumping out of the room, gravity kicks in. So you guys jump out and you corkscrew, and now you guys kind of like, and you guys are, I'm not saying like you flip with it. So essentially it's
Okay.
like it's like Portal almost, where you're always like reorienting.
Forest Temple.
Yeah.
Or
I
whatever it
roll a
is.
16 to do a superhero landing.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
you superhero landing in. But since no one's accommodating for that, everybody's jumping out at the same time. You guys kind of like dogpile near the end, so you kind of like superhero landing in, and then so you're inside of this hallway now. But the room is disheveled. It looks like in the time it took you to leave and come back, all of the portraits are now kind of in a pile on the kind of in front of the front door where you guys came in.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still a fire going on?
No, the fire's gone.
Huh.
But the door's locked.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm sorry. The door's closed.
I shoot the lantern down.
Wait.
Start another fire. I'm kidding. Sorry. No.
So wait, was the door that we unlocked? Was it? It wasn't the front door. It was.
It was the front door is like when you came in from.
Okay.
So if we want to kind of... I can quickly draw this out really quick.
I want to illustrate this moment of there being a fire above us just pouring down smoke on us.
So,
Mhm.
so the room kind of like forked off a bit. So here's the
Fork off.
hallway. Here's the main entrance. So you guys are here. Go party. You guys are walking this way,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got sucked in. You guys are coming out of the room right here,
Hmm.
and you guys
This
kind
is
of
the
felt.
courtroom?
Yeah, this is the court. So
Court.
there's the court, and then there's another room over here. And where you guys came in has a bunch of crap, like just paintings and stuff. And
Mhm.
and
No, you're
I
fine.
didn't. At the front of the painting looks like a beautiful picture, almost a Mona Lisa-esque portrait of a young woman. She's sitting there, and she is just dead set looking at you, like almost like she is like peering into your soul.
Do the eyes follow if you like move around?
Do an investigation.
Do a-
check
do a
or
dance
whatever,
check.
but yeah.
Investigate.
Sorry, and this is where we unlocked the door. Is that correct?
Or is this just a wall?
Yeah, that was like the entrance you guys got sucked into before going.
Investigation.
That's 5th edition. My apologies.
And I think also old version. I'll keep that roll for whatever it is though.
Yeah, it would be a perception.
Okay, 13.
You notice that yes, the eyes are kind of like it's like one of those paintings you see of like a haunted house where I'm not trying to keep using that analogy. It's not a haunted house, but the portrait has like the optical illusion of where it's kind of like following you around.
Not a girl.
Also sitting in front of her are what looks like a couple of books. One of them is a nice leather-bound tome with a little lock on it, and it's sitting kind of just like right in front of her, right in front of this portrait.
A tome?
A tome.
I
Large, thick.
I go try to move the portrait. Can I move it?
Ooh.
Did you walk down to the portrait?
I did not. I was still far away from
Can you
it.
do a check to move the portrait?
Can I shoot
You
the
need
portrait?
I need
Probably walk
you
towards it
Can I
first.
shoot
to
the
roll a
portrait?
fortitude for me, please.
Can I shoot the portrait?
I'm already over there moving it. Fortitude.
And I need everybody to put their
Fartitude.
characters.
Oh man, that's
okay.
rough.
Oh!
Oof.
Everybody put.
Uh-oh.
So if you guys are coming from the court, I need Wayne's character right here.
Where am I?
Oh, I see.
Walk this way and then.
Back, I think.
Oh, what's that painting? Don't.
Oh, I guess,
So we'll do like
Is it a
that.
mimic?
So Wayne, you try to move this picture,
Mm-hmm.
and you get clobbered in the head by a book.
Oof.
Nice.
I need you to take 1d4 points of damage. I'll let you roll it since it was your mistake to move the portrait. 4. Ooh. Oofies and doofies.
Oof a doof.
So you're also going to be moved back a bit. That's why I'm kind of like chipping
Oof
you.
a doof.
Kind of like a whirlwind of papers and scrolls and books is kind of like swirling up, and the portrait kind of assumes the center of all of this. And you can see now that the portrait is now locking eyes with you, and it's more or less like a Harry Potter style, like
Scanning.
not scanning, but it's like a TV almost, like the person in the center of this.
Sorry, doesn't that?
No, thank you.
No.
Everybody else did it.
Smash that subscribe!
Smash!
So yeah, so she's just kind of like she goes from her calm position. She's kind of like welling up, and now she's just kind of like really aggressive, and she's looking right at you. So I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Disadvantage?
It is your perception.
No, for me.
How do I
So
always lose
yeah, disadvantage.
everything?
I'll just keep doing this
It's
until you
just
tell me
plus
no.
perception.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
there's no initiative one. It's just your perception.
But it's a perception.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Every time I forget that. Sweet.
17?
Right. Actually, I gotta write this stuff down.
She's so pretty when she's mad.
So Wayne, you said 17.
User.
Should be using characters' names, but this is just faster.
FIFA.
Sounds like a
That was really. That sounded exactly like sci-fi. That was ridiculous.
Eileen?
20 unnatural.
unnatural. I love
There was one stream that I was watching where they call them dirty 20s.
Ooh, I like that.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
18.
Dirty 30s.
Wait,
Waiting.
Did you do disadvantage?
I did, but I took the higher. Well, I'll do it again. Cool. That is a 14.
Not too far off.
Thank you for reminding me. Spell blending. Ooh.
Spell
Or
blending?
Cameron.
18.
Will it blend?
18. So you just took Alex's spot. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh man, you guys suck.
You didn't even realize what we were doing.
No,
No.
no, the net.
I keep seeing
I
it.
thought you got it.
Yeah, me too, but I didn't.
No, I thought everybody else was
Oh.
clapping.
That's near your beer.
So here's the
I like that. Did you get
order.
it? Is it still there?
Nope.
So there's the current order.
It's probably in my beer.
Batty
Oh, there it is.
first. Eileen, Cameron, Wayne,
Oh, that's pretty close.
Alex.
No, awesome.
So.
Okay.
All right. First
Battle
up
within battle.
is this force of
First
not
blood.
good.
See, the gnat is playing the woman in the picture.
Right.
Floating around.
She's gonna turn to you, and she's going to
No, you already
breathe
hurt
in,
me. Oh
and she's gonna create a gust. And as that happens, the books and all that like kind of thing kind of goes semi-corporeal and starts shooting towards you, and does 14 break your armor class.
no. Armor class, where is my armor class? Yes, it does.
Oh no. Take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fucking god, I'm dying. Dying.
Oh no.
Next up, Eileen.
Well, golly, I'm gonna do a thing. Sorry.
Sounds like a race car.
I'm a barbarian clubbing.
I'm gonna do stuff.
You said it went semi-corporeal?
Yeah, so the
Right.
books aren't like solid. They're kind of like they just kind of become like ghost books and kind of smack them and then go right through them, kind of almost.
But the book is still
Oh.
there.
The book, yes, the tome that you were looking for, yeah. But these are like other books that are kind of like swirling
Ghost
around
books.
like the tornado. Of,
They weren't
Ghost
actually real books that like
books.
ghosts came
Yeah.
out of or something.
I'm kind of thinking like from Ghostbusters, like in the opening thing where she like kind of screams and then she throws like books, but the books are kind of also ghostly.
Ghost books.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't haunted, guys. I have to be slow.
It's not. If I told you what it is, you kind of know what not to do. But
Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna rage and run forward and try and slash at her, or not slash at her, whack
Slash
at her
at
with
her.
my
do it.
thingy do.
Just don't run up to somebody and whack
Your
it.
+2 thingy do.
Wait, so did we see what hit
It was
Hyper? Was it like the
books.
painting
Ghost book.
itself? The book?
Ghost
Oh,
books.
Ghost
Ghost
books.
book.
Okay.
Ghost
Ethereal books.
Oh wait, I haven't.
Ethereal or like physical books?
He said they were
the
ghostly.
armband of controlled
Ghostly.
raging. I don't
Ghostly.
get any of the
Okay.
negative effects.
Yeah,
from
if you
raging, right?
declare it for a in-game day, the first like for a whole round, you can just ignore the effects of it.
Oh right, okay. Then I don't have to do that right now. So that is a 16 to hit.
Does in fact hit.
Ooh, huzzah. That is max damage, 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
Next up in the order is Cameron.
Going to. So you said there's the portrait. Did you say that there was some like books sitting in front of the portrait on the ground?
Yeah, with like a lock on it.
Sorry, there was another 4 points of damage. I forgot my.
Your turn is done.
I'm dying.
Negative hero points.
Nah.
What's that?
It's getting a little toasty.
Yeah.
Oh, the cat's gonna escape. Here she goes, escaping.
Bye, cat.
Oh, wait, there's a barrier.
I'm going to. Well, actually, would my character be clever enough to try that? Out of character. Pretty sure it's the books that we have to attack, not the portrait itself. But I don't think my character is smart enough to know that. So I'm gonna shoot at the portrait with a crossbow. Actually, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna get close enough to. Wait, I forget what my AC is.
And the book is staying in place.
That one book is kind of like centered around where like this maelstrom of like knowledge is, and then the painting is kind of like the front of it almost.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna jump up, run up next to it. Who y'all over here?
Hi. Notice how I positioned it so it couldn't be flanked?
I noticed.
Totally not intentional.
Forget what nimble dodge does. Hold on.
Nipple dodge?
Nipple dodge.
The spell finder I use updated the spells to 2nd edition.
Oh, neat.
And some of my spells got nerfed.
Oh.
No, shit.
Poor bead.
Oh no.
Damn it.
This is your
Okay.
pet.
I'm gonna swing at her with. So I'm not gonna shoot at it. Instead, I'm going to slash with my sword at the portrait itself.
Okay. Oh, and when you smacked it with your great flail, you kind of bent in the frame of the portrait a bit, so she's get a little comfortably.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not just gonna try to straight up try to stab through the portrait.
Okay.
Ooh.
18.
18 does break her armor class.
Nice.
That's a 9.
9.
Okay. So you get in there, and are you gonna do like just a swipe down, or are you just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna
for just
I'm
puncture?
gonna try to puncture and then try to slash upwards when I see that I've made contact with the
Okay.
painting and it goes through.
Fantastic. So it looks like there's some visible damage on the canvas, some on the frame.
So I thought it was the cat trying to jump up or something.
It was me.
Next up is. No, wait. I'm sorry. Wait. You're.
Wait, what did Alex do?
No, Alex was next. I thought Alex was next, but I skipped you. It's always you. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. So yeah,
Oh.
Cameron, and then wait.
I have no idea what to do here. I don't want to throw a firebomb because that's gonna make a fiery
Just burn the whole house down.
hellstorm.
Again.
Nah, not about that.
The fire went away.
It's behind a door.
But now it's in a whirlwind, and I'm also trying maybe not to destroy that book. That might be valuable information. I don't know.
You mean the book that's been hitting you?
No, not those books.
Ghost book. Ghost
I'm
book.
trying to grab these.
It's like a tome.
I know. Just kidding.
I guess I'm just gonna try to.
On it's all a dream. You've been finding a bookcase.
Actually, I don't think I can get at it.
Get at
You can
at the book.
Yeah, I could
Space
throw
Jam.
something at it, but I was gonna try to just stab it. I don't want to waste the potion. Doesn't seem like it's worth it. I can throw a weapon, right? Like a dagger?
Yes. Throwing is an action. I believe it's you use your dexterity instead of it's still a dexterous weapon, but you have to roll try and
You don't get
There's like a
addition.
range
You don't get
thing.
an addition to
Yeah, you're
to damage.
right.
Yeah, you still get the.
So I don't get
plus
my
your
I
dex.
don't get my dex modifier. Or
I know you get your dex modifier.
You just
as
don't
a
get
ranged
like
weapon.
the strength bonus from
because like with
or
the
dex
dagger,
in this case.
with the dagger, instead of a strength bonus, it goes to dex
If you throw it,
for
yeah.
the bonus. So I'm just gonna take a standard D4 if it connects of damage
Yep,
without the
that's right.
bonus. Oof. I don't even know.
Plus your dex bonus for throwing it.
Plus your proficiency. Yeah.
Plus your proficiency.
Is the proficiency right here?
so
for the weapon?
Yeah, so you have a
yeah.
proficiency.
Okay.
Should be
This
there.
Oh,
is your
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Although
plus your
proficiency
ability
should
modifier.
be-
Proficiency?
Proficiency. It
What's
should be up. It
your-
should be to 2, because we're level 2.
But I'm only trained in the weapon.
Yeah, anything you're
But you
trained
still
in
get
should
plus
have a 2.
1. Oh yeah, anything you're trained in, you should get. You should
Oh,
have 2
oh!
back.
I must have missed. Oh, see, I missed that. I missed the weapon proficiency upgrade. From all the other things.
Proficiency.
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 Proficiency. Okay, so that plus that
Wait, is
is
that?
10. So it's just that. So 10.
Mhm.
Does that break down class? Or not?
So
Does not. So
proficiency-
your
Oh
your
shit.
dagger goes into the maelstrom and is
Proficiency
now
should be
spinning
2 here.
around
Mm-hmm.
with
Shit.
the
Okay.
other things in there.
Damn. so that
Gotcha.
means I have plus
Wait,
one.
wait. So now there's a dagger just spinning around.
What do you got?
Seriously.
A knife.
No, so just to make sure. So it was just the roll plus the proficiency modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which that includes your dexterity, I believe.
Is that really it?
Okay. No.
Dang,
No.
that's-
We're
No,
probably
sorry,
getting
no,
this
I'm-
wrong. Leave your comment. Bitch at us at.
Tell us how we're wrong.
No, that's good.
Yes.
That way we can be better.
I don't think even with any of my other modifiers
No,
it broke my
'cause-
armor class anyway.
Keep in mind that the hits that have already happened is a 16 and an 18.
Yeah, that's kind of what. And I was only an 8.
All right, now Alex, I apologize
You apologize. Wait, what? I'm just kidding.
because I made you think you had a yeah.
Wait, what?
All around the corner, I heard all the commotion. And
We
seeing
go
him,
around the outside. Right
I guess, attacking a painting.
Stop it.
So I'll telekinetic projectile the book to just like thump and like hit the portrait.
Okay.
Which make a ranged
She was
attack.
chewing on the cord.
Oh no.
Yeah, keep an eye on her.
Instead, I took off her collar and now she's chewing on that.
Jesus. So 9 to hit.
No, you get it to kind of go, hup. A little bit of effort, just.
Hup, go.
Or was he trying to move the book?
I was
Yeah.
trying to just fling it at her.
All right, top of the round, everybody.
Top of the round to you.
Oh, top of the round to ya. It's you notice that the injuries on the portrait start to kind of slowly kind of reverse a bit. So where Muncho's slash on the canvas, it starts kind of reknitting itself, and the paint's kind of not peeling or anything like that. It's going back in place. The area where you kind of smash it is sort of coming back. It's kind of like halfway between where it was and being fixed. But you can tell that the lady inside of the portrait is taking the brunt of those attacks. And she is not happy about it. She now has some cuts on her. She's definitely got a black eye now. She's not happy. Let's see.
Oh wait. I also realized I didn't use the extent of my turn last time. It's fine.
I yelled at her for just giving more damage. I'm going to yell at you. Your turn's open. It's going to... How do I want to do this? I want... Who's directly in front? Is that...
That's me.
That's you? I'm going to have you roll a will save for me, please.
Oh boy. Save. Ooh, 8.
You're feeling some sympathy for her.
No.
I'm going to have you roll disadvantage on your next... next attack, yeah.
Okay.
That's the nicest way to do it. I could have just full on charmed you, but I think that would not be as fun. Speaking of which, you're up.
No, Mike.
Oh god,
Mike down.
we got a crazy kitty.
We're just having problems tonight. I can deal with the echoing mic, but oh my god.
Did the cat jump on the wires?
Yeah.
She's playing with it. Yeah.
Jaina.
Jaina.
There you go. She wants wires.
Yeah, she wants the important things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Eileen, you're up.
Okay. Oh god, I feel bad for her now. There was that book.
Yep, book's still there. Well, it's not exactly there. He moved it slightly askew.
Okay.
Oh man, that's gonna make this difficult.
But it's like it's a real book. It's not a ghost
Yeah,
book.
it's a real book.
I will use. I guess would it be an action? I want to pick it up and try and throw it back at Hormir since he looked like he was trying to get at.
I want you to do a dexterity to kind of fight the crazy wind and potential dagger.
Yeah. Oh right. I forgot there's a dagger in there.
Knife.
I'll get to it when it's my turn.
Ooh.
Because, yeah.
20.
Is that
I'm
Yep,
fine.
you're able to pick it up. So now you're holding the book, and you want to.
Yeah, I want to just turn around and chuck it
She's
at
gonna,
Hormir.
she's gonna eat it.
All right, so I need you to do another dexterity because you're throwing the book, and I want you to do, because of the winds, I'm going to give you a -2 penalty.
Okay. Oh wait, was my previous one at disadvantage? Sorry.
No, because that was her action attacks. So if you're going to
Okay,
attack
right.
her,
But
yeah.
with the wind.
It's a -2 penalty
Okay.
to. Because you're not interacting with you. You're like, I want this book. I'm sorry I punched you in the metaphorical frame, in the physical frame, and metaphorical face.
Okay, so 16 and -2 is 14.
Yeah, so you're able to. The book opens up and kind of like starts fluttering and stuff like that. But it's kind of latched, so it's not like splaying open, but it kind of like opens up a bit and it's kind of like shaking the wind and stuff like that.
Hormir, catch!
So yeah, a book is coming right for you. Do you attempt to catch it?
Does it look like it's gonna hit me?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't catch it,
Should make it a dex.
Oh yeah, disadvantage on those two.
Sorry.
Just a reflex, I
This
guess.
is how Grizz murders Hormir with a book. What'd you
The
get?
one.
What? Wait. Oh, that one is.
oof.
You know how there's the saying of putting your face into a good book. Have you ever had a good book go into your face? I want you to take 1d6 points of damage, please.
Damn, that's a book.
That's a big book.
Man, that is a big
You should
book.
roll it.
I
You're
roll
responsible for this.
Yeah.
4 points of damage.
I am dead. I'm just
You're
kidding.
lying.
Oh god.
I was like,
I was like, there is no way.
He's got his max health is 4 points.
Pardon? Next up is.
Oh wait, can I do? Because that was
Oh
one
yeah,
action,
that was 2
right?
actions.
Or the 2 actions
Yeah.
to chuck it.
Forget you have 3 action economy in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll use my 3rd action to half-heartedly attack the portrait.
Half-heartedly?
Yeah.
Fartedly.
Half-hearted.
I farted late.
Half-heartedly.
Just like a burr. That's it.
But still, 12 plus 3, 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Stop chewing on the shoe.
Because you did it half-heartedly.
Let her chew on these
Yeah.
shoelaces. And
Sorry,
instead
I've
of
been-
cord.
Yeah. If she wants a corgi
Crunch the
thing.
numbers.
Then crunch the numbers. You attacked a book and threw the book at him?
Well,
No,
she
I picked up the book, threw it,
Yeeted it.
Okay.
and then I attacked the portrait.
Okay.
You did it, yeah.
Yeah, quite literally.
So technically, movement action to move the book, and then attack. That's how I'm counting it.
Mm-hmm.
Making it dramatic. Yep, Cameron, you're up.
She's so distracted, I was just like shoving her with my foot, and she's just like, yeah, whatever.
Okay,
These
well,
are all
then.
twos. I'm totally fine with it.
I'm like realizing like what the proficiency scores with like the trained expert and all that. I wasn't adding it with my weapons, and then I also wasn't adding it with my like saving throws
Oh no.
or my armor class. So I think I
Oh.
need to rework some of them because it's because I keep forgetting like if
this
it's
should be 2, this
I don't
should be
think
3, this should be
this
3.
really applies to many of you, but with being expertly trained in something, it's your level +1.
Right, so it's +3 now.
Yeah, so you get +3 to anything you're expert
Wait,
trained in right
did
now.
you get a bonus for trained at all?
Yes.
Yes,
trained
it's
is-
your plus your level.
Yeah.
So your proficiency is 2. Yeah. So that is
that's right.
that
Okay.
plus
And
2.
then these two should also be plus 2.
Yeah. Wait. So but your wisdom,
really.
if your wisdom is 2, that means you get to have a 4 here for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
will
yeah,
save.
yeah. I didn't pull that through yet.
But then also with your armor class, so I forget your
What's
dex
your
mod,
wisdom mod?
your dex mod, plus your dex cap. What's the dex
It's
cap?
dex mod or dex cap. So like I think if your dex is higher than the cap, then you just write in the dex cap.
So what about the proficiency for armor? Does that add anything to the? the thing?
It doesn't look like
it's-
there's
it's-
any
Okay, no,
bonus
never
for
mind.
it.
You just add. Okay, well, yeah, you.
And then then if you have an item that gives you an additional AC, then you write it in the little item. bit.
What do I have the thing? I wrote somewhere in here that I have an item that's 1.
It's probably your armor.
Wait, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
'Cause I
Yeah,
have leather armor that's AC plus 1.
yeah, yeah. So it's like
Okay,
with my
so this is
alchemy bombs,
probably-
if I'm trained in them, does that mean they
So-
take I get an extra
Yeah.
point?
Okay,
in
that
them?
makes sense.
Even though there's no slot to like.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't
Adding that stuff?
update my armor and
Yes.
that from
so
last
I think
time.
so whatever you
Maybe I'll
roll
do it
for
like
that,
right.
it would be a plus 1 or plus 2.
Okay, interesting.
Wow, my AC is gonna be going up every level. That's crazy.
We'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
If that's kind of a good thing because you're getting stronger over time.
Yeah, but like that seems like really weird if like your proficiency bonus, which also goes up with your level every level, does that also mean that your armor goes up every level?
It's probably a way to balance the game
Huh.
because some monsters
sounds
have
like.
really insane armor classes. Let's look at what's the armor class of. Let's see.
If you wear armor, you do. But I don't wear armor, so I don't get an AC bonus
Cool.
forever.
Yeah, like this level 8 one has an AC of 26. So
Thing.
yeah.
Okay. In that case,
How did I missed all of that?
I feel like we focused on like
Yeah,
the skills
yeah.
last time and didn't go much beyond.
Well, we're
Totally.
still learning this, and it's definitely a little bit more unique.
Wait, so,
You're
so like you said, so
learning.
did anything go up with? I guess I already did.
anything that anything that has your
yeah, anything that has the proficiency.
that has a
would go
proficiency
up.
next to it would go up by 1.
Okay.
Anywho,
Okay, so my turn.
yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna slash. Wait, so he has. You have the book back here, and that's like the big fancy book with the lock on it.
Yeah.
Are there any other books over there?
There's
The ghost books.
ghost books
Gotcha.
and a knife.
A knife.
I'm not letting you forget that that's there.
Wait, whose
I'm
knife
not.
It's his
My
knife.
Oh, okay. Because I realized I don't have any like short. I have like a short sword, but I don't have any like.
Muncher
knives.
just grabs it and keeps it.
He's like, oh, cool knife.
Nat ones it, grabs it by the wrong end.
Ah, why is this knife so sharp?
Who made the?
blood is now going into
No.
So I cannot
A
get
finger.
behind the portrait.
No.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the portrait again because I can.
You gonna do it?
Yeah. 21. No, that's just a 20.
Hits.
Kitty.
Kitty luck. Kitty luck. Oh, kitty bad luck.
It's a 5.
5 damage. All right. And how do you do you go in to try to rip things apart again? Like how do you ha cha cha?
So are there like any like gaps in the portrait of the canvas itself?
Between the canvas and the actual frame?
Yeah, like how are there any like holes in the canvas?
It looks like it's been like not stapled on but glued on from the back, and then
Okay.
put another piece of wood so it kind of like sandwiched in.
I'm gonna try to like attack one of the inside corners of the frame and try to like attack and hit it outwards,
Okay. Get a little.
trying to destroy the frame.
Yeah, you get a good splintering going on one corner of it. It's not like flapping in the wind, but
Mhm.
you can definitely see more canvas.
And then I'm gonna attack again. How
Remember,
much?
-2?
It's a -2.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be a 20. 24, 22.
It's not a dirty 20.
Another 5 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack a different corner, but still doing the same thing.
All right. Yeah. So you're kind of like splintering the wood off the front frame. You might start seeing like a hidden signature or a Banksy or something going on right there.
Okay.
Next up is Wayne.
You said the book is near Alex,
It's
but
in,
it's still sealed.
yeah. So think of it like you got like a large, thick kind of like notebook thing. It's got like a lock on it. So when it was flying around, there was a little bit of room for it to kind of flap around. But
What is the? What does the lock seem to be constructed of? Is it like a leather strap with
It's like a metal kind of like chain strap to it, with like a lock. So it's like a nice tight fit.
Oh, okay. So it's metal.
Not snip.
Yeah,
Not something you can use like snip right through.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to attempt to go over to the book. Is it moving or is it just stationary on the ground with Alex's face blood?
It's stationary on the ground in front of Alex.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to take the book. Oh, so this is the book. And I've got an acid flask. I'm going to try to smash it right onto the locket part.
Or you could like drip it on.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Nope, yep,
Smash.
smash that-
It's
smash that
chaos
flask.
right now.
Smash that flask.
Oh, I need to roll a dex since it's dexterity. I need you to roll an attack, and then I need you to beat 14.
Okay, just like a. I mean,
Like do like a normal flask attack.
flask attack.
Hit him with the flask attack.
Oh, not great. Not enough.
Oh.
It was 7.
7?
I think I'm doing this right. Yes.
Yes.
It was 7. Unless I'm missing some sort of other
No, I think
crazy
that's-
bonus I have for
So
throwing things.
You get some on the ground, most on the ground, some on the book cover itself, and then a little bit on the strap, but it's not enough to really budge the chain.
Okay.
You are making a hole in the floor, and it looks like part of the cover is kind of sizzling up. It's not like burning through, but it looks like you've ruined the pristine cover of this collector's edition, romance novel or whatever it is. I don't know.
Collector's edition romance novel.
Okay.
From sea to shining sea, a pirate's tale.
From seed to shining seed.
So wait, there's a key.
A dryad's tale.
What kind of what's the lock?
What's the lock?
Yeah, on the front of it. What does it
What
look
is a
like?
lock?
It looks like a normal little
Key lock?
It looks like your high
That
school
could be
journal
picked.
lock.
Well, Hormir, hand me the key. You saw the key, right?
I don't know. You got sucked in when we opened the door.
Do you still have it?
I
Can you
don't
check?
know.
You
Yeah,
have the key.
I don't have the key.
You don't have the fucking key? Alright, I'm gonna try to pick it open
Oh, is
with,
that back
with
in
my
the fire
dagger.
room?
I don't know. I guess he dropped it?
I guess.
In the fire
When you
room?
open the door and you open it, you didn't take the key out. So you just
I
kinda-
would just say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Are we locked in here now?
I don't know.
Cool.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pick it. Pick it.
How? I was petting you. You bit me.
What do you think?
I've got her all riled up.
What do you think that would be?
Thievery.
Bravery?
For thievery.
Oh, thievery. Yeah.
15?
You're able to. Are you just taking like a knife into it, or do you
I'm
have-
just trying to pick the lock with a knife, a dagger.
You can kind of get in there, but nothing really like clicks. I don't
Mhm.
think you have the right tools to get such a tiny lock, but you can kind of get in there and you can feel it's a generalized mechanism.
Mm.
So
I'm gonna take one last attempt at this book. I'm gonna Harry Potter that bitch and just stab right into the cover.
Oh.
roll an attack. Do you have another dagger?
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
2 daggers.
Okay, just making sure.
I never go without my 2 daggers. God damn.
Oh
You
no.
never know.
Those are
when you
bad.
wanna do a Horcrux.
Goddamn.
10.
Break his armor class. Roll damage.
Ew.
Okay.
That defenseless book.
That's a 2.
Deal 2 damage to the book.
Okay. It doesn't do anything? Nothing happens? It doesn't splurge out black ooze?
No, it's the book. It's like if you just stabbed one of my player's manuals right now. Cool.
Well, all
again,
right,
you're ruining the value of this collector's edition romance novel. Allegedly. No, you damaged the book again.
As I'm stabbing it, is there a title on the book? Is there, say anything?
No, it's just like a book. It's got some gold leaf bordering and it's locked.
Alright, well, that was the end of my turns. I tried.
Alex, you're up. You're no longer dizzy, by the way. I'm gonna give you.
Oh, okay.
You've had such bad luck. I'm not gonna.
Watching all these books fly
These
around
books
somehow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, they're flying the opposite direction that we
Right,
spun to get
yeah.
here originally.
It's conspiracy.
The book knocks some sense into you.
Knowledge.
No.
The power of knowledge.
Looking
guys,
down
I'm
at
in
this
the
like
crowd.
that, you've just done like
You just watch me basically go ham on this
This is
book.
locked.
Just like,
looks locked.
It's locked. You can't open that yet.
thanks, dude.
We'll have Muncher look at that.
I'm a master of lockpicking.
I'm gonna
Well, you're being useful.
fire a
Are you a master?
ray of frost
I'm a
at the
rogue.
I don't know what skills you
portrait.
have.
I have thieves'
I
tools.
feel like maybe we could just at least
I didn't
calm
get these
things
tools.
down first, you know?
Get her to chill
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
When I met you, you didn't tell me.
It's not something I advertise. Well, actually, no.
Wait.
Macho probably would advertise
It
that.
definitely does.
I'm gonna spend my 2 hero points
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
and I'm gonna
Oh.
reroll.
He rolled
Yeah.
a 1. I forgot to say he rolled a
Oh,
1.
no.
Oh man, I should have done that at some point.
Much better.
Oh.
Much better hits.
Much
Yeah,
better.
that's a natural or unnatural 20.
You attack the
Dirty
picture.
20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, sorry, that was a ray of frost, which is D4 plus spellcast mod. So
Got you.
Has
Got you.
anyone ever made a wizard or a sorcerer named Ray Frost?
so that is 6 points of frost damage.
So when you cast your magical spell, it goes directly into the portrait almost.
Oh,
So
shit.
like how
Crazy
everybody else's kind of like attacks have been physical, and then the portrait will repair itself and kind of swap out
Oh,
between.
it's been repairing itself this whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, okay, I did
But
not
she,
catch that.
but he was saying that she is
So
actually
when the-
taking the portrait of the
Okay.
woman is like
Yeah.
got cuts in her and black
Okay.
eyes.
She's taking
So
damage.
you kind of like hit her in the neck almost, and she's just kind of like holding herself. And with that and all her other injuries, it looks like that was enough to. She just kind of collapses in the portrait,
Oh.
and then it kind of like when you take one of those old like style like draw down drapes or whatever, and then you put it. The portrait kind of does that, and then kind of collapses on itself. All the books and stuff kind of start fading away, and then the last thing you kind of see is your knife just kind of like right on top of kind of sealed of parchment, like in this like kind of rolled up paper, and just kind of like bookends it.
So lovely.
I did that. That was me. That was my plan the whole time.
The debris and stuff is still in front of the door, but it looks like this threat has passed.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Moncho can look at that.
Like a what?
I appreciate the acid splash and the attempts. Moncho, there's a lock
Wait,
on
like a
that,
what?
that tome.
Nobody told me he had
Why don't-
lockpicking tools.
Why do I want to unlock a
He's
book?
Sneaky
Why don't-
goblin.
Books are boring. Where's like a treasure chest to
Whoa,
unlock?
whoa, are we just gonna profile the goblin and
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, I can pick locks. You never asked.
I didn't have time.
This is
There's
bad.
shit smacking me in the face. I was messed up. Come on, man.
Why do I have to unlock a book? That's boring. Where's like a treasure chest or something? Why you guys never ask me to unlock cool
there
stuff?
might be a map to a treasure chest in there.
It's a book. Books are
It
boring.
might have some
Eh,
kind of
fine.
indication while this magic BSery is happening.
Okay.
It was the only book that wasn't flying. It's suspicious.
Right, yeah. And it's very big, and it has
It
a
wasn't
big
for a
lock.
lack of trying.
I mean, she did a pretty good
Okay,
job
I'm
of making me fly.
Roll. Wait, what do I have to do? It's a very similar to disabling device, but the DC check is determined by the complexity and construction of the lock you are attempting to pick. But since I have thieves' tools, I can just try to attempt to pick their lock. It's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, so you kind of easily.
So, are there like successes? Like, how many? Are there like a number of successes I have to do based on the complexity of your lock? Or is
it's
it
a
just
very
like-
simple lock.
Okay, so I just pop it
So
open.
yeah, you just kind of pop it open because it's like a little just like brass little lock, but because like the knife was too big to kind of get the finesse
Okay.
into it for it. So it pops open. It's a little hard to actually open because there is a bit of acid and the fact that there is a giant hole in the center. And
I like pick it up by the strap and sort of just like pick it up from the side to let the book fall open.
okay, it looks like to be a
Seeing if anything's falling out of
well-filled
the book.
out spell book, but due to the hole inside of it, only the last page is visible to read.
Damn, I
I'm
fucked
like
that
shaking
book
to see if
up.
anything falls out of the
I
book.
mean, a knife is just like
It's right in the center almost,
yeah, it's like
and it's cutting out.
fold the pages because it's just like
No,
Some of the acid got in there.
yeah,
Hey, gun nerd.
but there is. The last page does have what looks like theories on the spell Gust of Wind.
just these.
The actual spell.
Oh, the actual spell.
So
Okay.
you can take time on our off time to
Yeah,
learn
I
that
need to
spell.
figure out how that works in
transfer
this
over.
too.
Oh wait, I've got a heal book potion.
Yeah.
I would shit my pants because I just told to make you guys feel bad. It was only supposed to have the one spell in it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be like,
Just
oh
be
yeah,
wrong out of
yeah,
there.
just, oh no.
Like, oh, now you have to come up with 50 pages worth of spells. Oh no.
There's actually a full biography of like how they figured out
The
how to
history
make
And
of
it.
it just
The
ends with the spell.
Yeah.
It's like, the whole, like,
It's like
bibliography.
yeah, it's like whenever you go look up like a
Bibliography,
recipe online,
biography.
just like
you
this
cut
is
out
how
all
I-
the. Oh shit! What's the term for
No,
that?
it's just
I actually learned what like there's a term for like all the biography bullshit in front of recipes, but like there's an actual
Oh,
term for that
really?
nowadays,
Oh,
like
gosh.
pre-roll or
But like,
something
my
like
husband
that.
loves this recipe, and my kids
Yeah.
love it too. And like,
We've
we
been
eat
doing it for
every
30
Wednesday.
Yeah,
and
there's
yeah.
actually like a jargon term for like all the BS.
Oh my god.
I think it's called like pre-roll or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
B footage.
yeah, footage.
Hilarious.
well, I'll be able to do what she did after, I don't know, a night or two. We'll see.
Oh, I thought you pointed at me and I was like, what, throw books? Like,
No, what the
Load load.
the lady did. Yeah,
Do we?
fart really hard.
Can I go check the portrait? Or I'm gonna go get my knife.
Okay, you go get the knife.
And I kind of like try to roll open the
When
parchment.
it's time to fart.
When you kind of unpin the parchment, it starts kind of rolling, kind of like back a bit, and you can kind of see what looks like the corpse of the lady, kind of like flattened, like horizontally, like it's almost like you're looking at like a chalk outline of like a corpse almost.
Nice.
Start rolling it.
Alright, take my knife back.
So, what do you want to do now?
okay.
So was there anything? Did anybody establish if there's anything behind all the books
Well,
and
you guys
stuff?
can go check real quick. Interesting.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, keep talking.
Did anybody like see if there's anything behind all the stuff?
Should we burn it?
Well, no.
I can take a
We
look.
got rid of one pyromaniac, and now we got another one.
It's a different campaign. Every campaign needs a pyromaniac.
Spark.
Yeah, is there any visible door behind where the portrait was?
The door seems to be there, but there's so much stuff like in the way.
Like stuff or stuff that like
They
there
were
might
just,
be like
tops.
interesting stuff. Like,
It
or does
is
it
like
look like there could be
stuff.
anything of value
It's-
in this stuff?
plot convenient stuff, meaning
Oh wait, there's
Oh,
no
like
appraisal check.
it's too much stuff to where we can't move it, kind of
Okay.
thing.
yeah, that's the best way to kind of describe it. It's like there's a lot, like there is tables and there's portraits and there's a statue at some point of like a guy going hey, and then like a bunch of stuff piled
that
up.
statue looks familiar, like a dragon I know or something.
I didn't even mean to do the hello. It's him just giving you like the finger guns.
Yeah.
It's like Dogma.
All right. So and we came from this way.
Yeah. So there's this the other end of this hallway
Let's go that
we
way.
haven't been to.
Is that just door sealed behind us when we came back?
Yeah.
Key.
Let's go like see if it'll open.
It's very hot to the touch.
Oh shit.
This.
No, the door.
Oh, where we
the,
came
the
from.
door of the burning room.
Oh. Little smoke
Oh.
coming underneath it.
We should probably get a move on.
If only we could use
Is
that
it
door
is the
needs
door
to be
locked? Is it locked or is it just the door's hot to the touch?
It's very hot to the touch.
Okay.
Very hot.
Okay, this way.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go the other way.
Alrighty. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Sure, yeah, I'll follow her. You're this one?
Yeah.
Beep boop pop.
Alright, you can open the door.
Yeah.
So you open the door, and it's a well lit room. Looks to be, you got some carpet. Note like a couple of tapestries of like an unknown kind of banner you don't recognize. Doesn't have any like sigils. It's kind of just a gray color. It doesn't even have any like nobility colors and stuff. But yeah, it seems to be safe for now.
So just like a standard. Is it like
Just a standard hallway. Yeah.
Oh, another hallway? I thought that was... Oh,
Yeah, is there
sure.
anything interesting otherwise in this hallway?
15 perception check.
There are 2 doors at the end of the hall.
15 as well.
I
Which-
got a 19.
Yep. So, from anybody under 17,
Mhm.
it's just, there's 2 doors. You realize that doesn't make sense because of the layout of the town hall and the mayor's office didn't look like all of a sudden it could just branch it down like a hallway like that.
You take the one door, I'll take the other
Wait,
door.
something's weird.
What?
Like the shape of the building before we walked into it, there's no way.
Like this hallway, right?
There's
Yeah.
no way this hallway could exist.
I mean, this house has never
Secret
tricked us.
doors?
This place hasn't tricked us before.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I guess
no, it has.
I guess
It
we
definitely
were.
has. I
yeah.
believe you.
I mean, I guess we were like upside down in the first room, so who knows, really? But like, something's weird.
Check something
Yes.
magically for magic doors.
Sure.
Do you have like magic door
Shit's
knowledge?
magic,
And are the
Door
two-
arcana?
He feels the hot door.
No, 2
Shit's on
doors.
fire,
Like,
yo.
Oh, so like a double
Yeah.
door. Okay.
He like checks on the
it's like a room and then there's door and then door.
I will
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
detect magic.
Detect magic.
And as part of my level up, I now have Arcane Sense as one of my wizard feats. So I get a free level 1 detect magic.
So can you like check each door individually instead of just like is there magic?
So you have to. I believe you have to channel it, and every turn that you're channeling, you get more information. Like when you just kind of like flash it on and off, it's like, yep, there's magic. Then you hold the light on a little bit more, and you're like, well, that's this class. And then the more you hold it, you can finally be like, this is the spell that's going on. But it takes a long time to. I believe.
Registers presence of magic. You receive no information beyond the presence or absence. Detect illusion magic only if that magic's effect has a lower level than the level of your spell. It's fine, doesn't matter. However, items that have an illusion aura but aren't deceptive in appearance, as potions typically are detected normally. So I have to cast it at 3rd level to get the school of magic.
Gotcha.
Damn, detect magic sucks.
Okay, so they have it working a little
So,
differently. There is
the-
magic. There is a magic afoot.
There is magic.
Shit's magic,
I'm
yo.
gonna touch one of the handles. Was it
Okay.
I'm gonna
Does it
boot
feel
the
like
other
anything?
handle.
You look like a cat playing with a string.
Is
I
it
boot
cold?
the other handle.
It's cold.
Are they both cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both cold.
Fuck.
I try the door. I try to jiggle it up, see if it like looks
Yes.
like it would open, but I don't actually like open the door.
It's unlocked.
I do the same.
Both on.
Okay, yeah, they're both unlocked. There are things written on the door.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perception check when it told us that?
Not far away. You
Okay,
walked
cool.
up to the door.
We walk over the door. What do the doors say?
We're over here like touching big text. Big text is like glowing.
Right, it's just like push, and you're like.
Touching it. Is there magic? The door's like magic door.
Magic storage.
The door on the left, a sacrifice of 3 will let you proceed. This room will test your mind, body, and soul. The one on the other side says, what? Where did it go? Oh no, there it is. The one on the right, if we meet within the space, one of you shall share my face. I will cheat, I will lie, just to make sure one is pure meat.
Pure meat?
Yeah, M-E-A-T.
Okay.
Don't be shy, do not hide, this path is simple. All might die.
What was the
sounds
first?
good.
What was the first one again?
First one says, a sacrifice of 3 will let you proceed. This room will test your body, mind, and soul. Body, soul, or mind is what is written, but the gist.
And
And then
one
the
of
other
you,
one
something, one of you
says-
shall share my face.
Yeah, face. It'll something about meat.
Yeah.
What does the second one say again?
If we meet within the space, one of you shall share my face. I will cheat, I will lie, just to make sure one is pure meat. M-E-A-T. That's where the rhyme comes in, because rhyming the same word with the same word is bad. Don't be shy, do not hide, this path is simple, one might die.
Oh, one might die. I heard all might die the first time, and I was like, cool.
So the first one is gonna be like a one just like I think 3 people are not gonna. It's gonna isolate one
One
person,
person has
and
to
they're
go
gonna
by
figure it
themselves.
out. And the other one is it's gonna be like a deception. We need to figure out potentially who's the
Yeah, that second
deceiver.
one has a lot of other text to it that I'm just like,
Yeah, let's do the.
The sacrifice of 3.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
who
don't
wants,
know,
to go, who
the-
wants to go in alone?
Well, do we? Can we
can-
all just go in and
we can
see
try
who it
it.
I swear to God,
chooses?
if you split the party, I'm gonna be.
Nah. No, we're not.
Yeah.
Uh,
we're gonna try
yeah,
to
let's
go
all
in.
let's all just go in together.
Yeah.
Alright.
Which one?
Okay. The sacrifice of 3 one.
So as soon as you kind of like agree, that other door's gone,
Okay.
Oh.
and then the
Okay.
other one just kind of. Whoever was standing in front of the door is now just centered in the middle of the room, and then whoever's holding the door just. What?
That was weird.
All right. Okay.
Are we doing it?
Yeah.
Are we going in?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So as you open the door, you smell. The first thing that comes out of this room is again it's a very dark, barely lit room. It's kind of like opening the door in a very hot, dry day, almost like in the desert. Like you open the door and you just smell like dry soil, like a very, very burning, like dry wind kind of presses your face. It's just not what you're expecting when you open a door in a building, and so you're just kind of like, ooh, that's not what I expected. So,
What is it? What is there? Can we see things?
your eyes are the way the light is. It's really hard to see into the room because your eyes are trying to adjust to
Is it like bright?
dark.
Oh, it's dark.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So you can kind of see, and you can see kind of like a stone floor in front of you, but
It's even dark enough for us to not be able to see very far at all.
magic.
Is it
Magical darkness.
Magical
magical
darkness.
darkness?
Fuck, never thought of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I keep saying that. As a DM, I
Oh
should
wait,
be like,
I have a
"Fuck."
hooded lantern.
What?
Give it
You
a
got a
what?
what?
I have a hooded lantern.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
gonna
light that shit.
wait? Is that gonna help against magical darkness? Because I've got like Tender Twig too.
Well, no, it works. It's just it's a very, very dark room, but you know.
Okay. What's the hooded lantern?
It's just a lantern.
A lantern is like a lantern that has
That you
like
can,
covered
like,
on
cover-
multiple sides
Oh,
except
when
for
did
the
you
one.
get? Did you?
I bought it, I think, when I made the character.
Oh.
So, I'll
plan
pull it
for
out
this.
and light it.
So yeah, you kind of like scan the room, and you notice that from the threshold of the door, it goes from kind of like a cottage, handmade, human designed floor to what seems to be like a stone temple room. There's no windows. There is one kind of pillar of light coming from above, which again doesn't make sense because A, there isn't any stone connecting to this building. There isn't especially a sunroof. And inside you see, go ahead and roll perception for me, please.
Very bad. 5.
You see stone things on the inside.
Look, they're stone.
I attempt to look.
Are we all just hobbling in?
Yeah.
Not like you have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Ooh.
Finally.
All right.
22.
Your sickness is coming back. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
22. Yeah, so you guys notice you guys are coming in, and inside the room, I'm gonna draw this out again because probably visualizing will be easier.
Oh, nice catch.
Thanks.
Got him.
Nice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice catch. Double nice catch.
Yeah, double nice.
I thought you were gonna feed it to the cat after you kind of like.
Cat, lick this. Protein.
I thought the other cat was eating something else.
She licked it.
No, you stopped. Jana's already fat enough. She doesn't need bug juice.
Jeez.
The
That
na-
gnat's gonna put her over the limit.
the
That's
Disney
gonna be
Channel original series, Bug Juice.
Take her to the vet and she's like, "You fed her gnat, didn't you?"
You fed her a gnat.
It's like lambus
Naturally.
bread. for cats.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can see this. If not,
Uh,
yeah, that'll be fine.
Magical darkness.
it's me.
Magic missile.
That's like Dusty's new solution. It's like they'll have dark vision. Magical darkness.
Everything is magical darkness.
Whoa, what's your language?
So you guys are coming in from this way,
Oh, it's so large.
and so technically, like the front of the room is down here. So this the front.
Mm.
Front. There we go. Close enough. So if you guys want to...
What are the squares? Or
I was going to describe that in a second. So you guys come into the room, and you have a light kind of shining in the center here. And then you have 3, like, kind of raised pieces of stone. Like, for you guys, it would be like a nice step up to get to it. And, because you guys are short. And each one of them seems to be about the size of, you know, a person. There isn't any doors, there aren't any windows, but you can see some hieroglyphs on each one of these walls. The door that you came from kind of like is now a stone door, and it looks to be sealed.
okay. And you said these look like people, or they're just
No, they're just platforms, and it looks like kind
okay.
of like a
Sorry.
little like soapbox. Is the
Okay.
best way I kind of describe
okay.
it.
Well, the hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
The hieroglyphs. Alrighty, I want you to roll a not social.
Society.
Occultism.
You know what? Society or occultism.
Or would that be lore, maybe?
Well, for this one, I think those would be the 2.
Can we all do
14.
those checks?
Yes.
On each one, or like
So, which one are you looking at?
I did occultism.
Occultism
or
on that one.
This one.
So yeah, the hieroglyphics are depicting what looks to be a scene. This scene is of a bunch of people bowing and praying, and then there is one kind of like a figure that looks like it's kind of been scratched out of time and stuff like that. But the figure itself is kind of like doing like this like praising thing. He's got like one foot up. And he's kind of just basking in people's like, ooh yeah. So we're gonna call this like,
Ooh yeah, dude.
Ooh, yeah, man.
ooh yeah, man.
It's the guy trying to sell ooh yeahs still.
Ooh yeah. They discontinued the ooh yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even buy it anymore.
So that's this one?
no, it's
that's
that
this
wall.
Oh, this wall. Okay.
Yep.
What is that? I'll say that's front. Say stage left.
Stage left.
Yeah, or this is east, or no, that's west.
Oh, that's west. Okay, west wall. Yeah, I'll just use cardinal directions.
Yeah, that's
It's
why I
on
did the
there.
little compass to help everybody out.
Oh yeah, man.
Your baby.
Oh yeah, man.
Your baby.
Your baby.
Yeah.
While they're writing this down, if you haven't seen Ringo Starr art, where he does art on MS Paint, it is
Your baby.
Your baby.
your baby. That man gets thousands of dollars for that crap. I work hard and I get nothing.
Your baby.
Your baby.
You just gotta get the MS
West
Paint.
wall is ooh yeah, man.
Ooh yeah, man.
Right. And he was like this with like
Yep.
Captain Morgan being praised.
Mm-hmm.
Your baby.
Your baby.
I'm just terrified. I'm just imagining that's what's on the wall now.
All right.
Can in case you haven't seen it. Your baby.
Oh wow.
Ringo
From
Starr
the
is an
Ringo
artist.
Star.
yeah.
All right.
He's
And
an
that's
artist. Alright, this one. Bambo.
On that one, it looks to roll occultism or what was the other one?
Society?
Society, yeah. Because you're thinking about a society.
I'm gonna do
Oh
society.
no, I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna do society. 14.
14 again. Yeah, so this one looks to be, again, you have shapes, but this one looks to be someone on a pedestal and they're holding a scroll and reading it, and other people are sitting there in thought and contemplating, kind of like, yeah, that's, ooh, yeah.
This one's yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh yeah.
Yes.
Book boy. I'm going to call this one the book, or scroll boy.
Yeah.
boy.
Ooh yeah. Yeah. And fuck yeah.
Front yeah.
Front yeah.
Yeah.
Scroll boy. People. Boy reading book.
People contemplate book.
Okay.
And they go yeah.
Yeah.
Right. As I walk past this pedestal, I'll take a look at that too. Anything interesting besides that being a pedestal?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
I can perceive some things. 12.
12. You notice that it definitely looks like there has been a lot of wear. Like, it almost looks like 2 feet have been planted there for centuries, and there's like kind of like a divot, kind of like stairs from like old cities and stuff. Like you could see where the use has been. It's like this is not the first time someone has stood up there for something, and it's just kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I'm
Alright.
gonna walk up and look at the middle pedestal. Does it look similar?
Yeah. Again, it looks. Roll for me, please.
14.
14. So you notice there is actually on the front of it there is an arrow pointing up.
And the
So if you're
Okay,
facing
I'll
it
get
this
out.
way, there's an arrow like facing up almost.
Okay.
Yep.
Somebody want to check that other one?
What's up?
Not much, Doc.
Yeah. What's on the wall behind it?
What's
I
on the
walk
ceiling?
It's skylight.
Um,
Beautiful summer.
Wait, so you said you examined this one and there's just a well-worn steps and that was all you noticed?
Yes. I tried to check the back wall. It's a little dark for me. It was like a 6.
6. You see figures, definitely hieroglyphs, but because of the light it's harder for you to tell.
I'll walk up with my lantern.
Oh, my lantern.
And take a
Oh,
look.
thank you. I see much better now.
Oh no, that's a 5.
Oh, I can't-
I'm blinded.
For some reason, it just not clicking with you. Again,
I'm
you
bad
can
at
tell.
this art thing.
This guy didn't.
Baroque.
Yeah, it looks like the meaning of sadness.
The meaning of sadness.
I wonder if each of these reflects the platform that you must sacrifice, at least temporarily. I don't know.
I'm gonna check the south wall as well.
Okay.
Can he do it?
Probably
Let's
not.
find out.
Nah.
No.
Jesus, what is wrong with this wall?
It's so difficult.
I'm gonna go over and investigate this pedestal then.
Okay, from the back.
I will walk around and do a lap and examine all the sides of the pedestal. Is that just perception or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
15. So you notice that there's an arrow pointing towards Yaman. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. So,
Yep.
and that's the only marking I see on any side of the pedestal?
It's that one marking on the front.
Okay, so west pedestal, arrow towards Ooh Yeah Man.
The middle one is pointing up,
Which I'm guessing
and this
means
one has
straight.
the well-worn.
They all have the well-worn feet
Yeah.
on it, but
Okay.
like
Double
a
check
distinctive
this
Yeah,
one.
I'll make a lap around this one.
And roll.
That's a 9 perception.
No, nothing's standing out to you.
Okay.
I will go over and check it and do a lap on the east pedestal as well. No.
Again, you guys are like, anything? No. Anything? Nope.
All right, I grab her little lantern and try to like get. I'm
Oh,
thinking
wait,
a little
wait.
bit taller,
Oh, okay.
and just like try to like raise it a little bit higher.
I think this part's a whale.
There we go. It's just.
So,
That time I got something.
okay.
22, I think it is. Yeah.
So this one has again like an indistinct, figure, kind of larger than the rest, holding looks like 2 large barrel like bundles of like wheat or kind of like another like crop, and he's standing there kind of like proudly, and you have other people kind of like cheering him on, and then you have other figures that are like swooning towards him.
Body.
South wall, booze man, swooning people,
Wheat man.
Buff boy,
buff
Buff
boy.
boy.
Buff boy.
Do you?
ooh boy,
Buff
Boy.
boy.
We have body. We have mind, and we have soul.
Wisdom. Oh, soul. What was this one? He was just standing there like basking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh boy.
I mean, do we think we need to maybe stand on these pedestals in a similar fashion?
But this was a sacrifice of 3 will help you succeed.
Yes.
So
So then, do we lose something if we stand on the pedestals, or do we have to give something up before we get on the pedestal, or?
So, what were people swooning around? Oh yeah, man.
He was just kind of like in a prophetic state. Oh god, I'm about to fall.
Oh no.
Like prophetic state, and then other people are bowing to him, kind of
Okay.
in worship almost.
Okay.
Do you want to just try one at a time, maybe? See, I'll be willing to try this first one.
I mean, I feel like you're a scroll boy.
Oh, you think that it's connects with
I mean,
who we
maybe
are?
it might be
Okay, scroll boy,
scroll boy, buff boy.
Boy.
buff boy, and then What was the other one?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah. The one that was.
He was like the one that they were all like, great, like bowing and.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that were all like bowing, and he was like doing fancy pose, and they're all like bowing down to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's either one of us.
If the riddle's to be interpreted literally, though, we would
You'd
be
lose
sacrificing.
Well, yeah, we know that three need to be sacrificed with one person to continue or finish the last challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we really
Luke
don't
feels confident.
I mean, I'm
confident.
done.
Fuck it. I'm Buff Boy. I'll stand on the Buff Boy pedestal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so
Do the Buff Boy pose. Okay.
so you stand up there, you get on this little pedestal, and you can kind of feel a hum of kind of like it feels right to stand up there. So you kind of you take your position, and then you kind of feel like you're locked in. And whoa, that was weird. I don't know if it picked up on the microphone, but like to me, it sounded like it was coming from everywhere. That was weird.
I think it was the three of us all doing it. It was like stereo for you.
So you kind of sit there, and then the pedestal's like, and then it chucks you across the room.
Which direction?
Let's roll a d. You went straight towards the door, kind of landing on the stone. You take 1 point of damage.
Okay, there's two thoughts here.
Same time.
Same time?
Yeah,
Do
same
we
time.
wrong
want to
position.
put our strengths as the sacrifice?
I don't know.
A strength?
I don't feel any different though, aside from being
No.
thrown. Okay.
Well,
As
okay.
in, do we want to put...
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to... You think that it could be anybody in the positions and we just leave and we
Are you
pick the
thinking
best person to be...
that it's gonna like take something from us based on those hieroglyphics,
So
or
I
you
might
think
no
that?
longer be strong boy.
That's the fear. I don't want to step on the scroll boy pedestal.
But what if you're the only person who can step on the scroll by pedestal?
We'll
What if
find
that's a
out after we
requirement?
mess up.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so then
So should
as a second test, we all get on there, but in different configurations? Like I could get on Scroll Boy, or I could get on Strong Boy or whatever. And then she can get on Scroll Boy, and he can get on Oh Yeah Man. Alright, and see if
And
that
when,
works.
when you were on there, did you just kind of like stand there, or
She
did
struck
you?
the
She struck the pose.
Oh, you struck the pose. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try this at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, so who are we leaving?
I'll stand by. I'll wait.
Okay.
Y'all
This
take
is you?
position. Yeah.
You stay. You
So
make
I'll
sure you
hop up
bow.
Yeah. I'll bow to this
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Bow.
And then ha.
Oh wait.
Give me a second here, and you're
Scroll
reading
boy.
your scroll boy. Okay. Okay. And
We're about to take some
You said
damage.
so you're sitting there for a bit, and as you're standing there, you kind of notice that you can't move your feet.
Mm-hmm.
You guys look down, and Cameron, I would like you, Muncho, I'd like you to roll a perception.
16.
Their feet is starting to match the color of the stone of the pedestal.
Oh no. Is anything else happening though that I
It's
can notice?
slowly kind of creeping up.
This is not the same like feeling that it was earlier, was it?
No.
Okay.
You guys are feeling fine.
Yeah.
You guys are feeling fine. You just can't move. Alright, what are you gonna do?
Do I notice any door opening anywhere?
The light is kind of that humming kind of like thing. It's feeling better. It kind of like it's growing stronger a bit. More of that. I don't want you guys to hum again because it scares me. You know what? You guys do the hum. All right, let's all hum. Ready?
Fucking goofballs.
This is what makes this entertaining.
I'm panicking.
Yeah.
And, like testing my feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like your feet are staying. You just kind of like are locked in place, and then you can kind of see that. Yep.
Does it feel like stone?
I can't feel my knees. Okay, this is weird. You're just kind of going numb.
Okay.
Okay, this is bad.
This
Okay.
is weird.
Last chance. Are we sure that we want to have me go ahead, or
I don't think we have a choice at this
I don't know if
point.
we can
Okay.
do
And as you're
anything
saying
else.
that, your mouth just kind of goes to stone, and the last thing is going,
Uh,
we don't have a choice.
Okay, bye, guys.
So there's a couple of moments of just quiet, like anxiety. You just saw 3 people that you've spent some time with turn to stone, taking the poses of these 3 sigils or hieroglyphs, and then you kind of hear a rumble. It kind of gets louder. The door behind you slowly opens up.
The stone door?
The one behind them. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
So there's a second door just kind of like rumbles out from behind. Is the
Okay.
best way to kind of describe it. As that happens, the color starts coming back to the 3 of you. But to you,
I
it's
have a
like
choice. I'm sorry.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty good. So for you guys, it was just a second, but
Okay.
yeah. So you guys are getting back to normal. You're feeling good again, and you're just like, well, that was
Door!
door.
Door.
Door! And I
What?
point to the door that just opened.
And kind of as the last bit of like color leaves your toes, you can kind of feel like a little bit of like magical, like kind of like a spark when you run across the carpet and it just kind of zaps you. You kind of feel the pedestal sink down a bit to give you an easy, like kind of flat ground to leave the room.
Do we feel normal otherwise?
Yeah, you feel good.
How long were we out?
Like a couple of, like maybe a minute.
Oh.
Tops. I definitely did not steal your knife. Don't worry about it. It's good.
How could you? It was stone, wasn't it?
He's got a stone knife in his hand. This is a different knife.
It's no knife.
All right. Door. So door.
Yeah, door.
Door.
Yeah, door sounds good.
Door.
And I think with that, that's a good time to stop for the session.
All right. Oh yeah, it's 9. Oh shit.
Yeah, we started a little bit late, but yeah. Anyways, that is this session. If you think you know what's going to happen next, probably not because it's been so batshit insane, please leave a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching. Share if you are enjoying it. Let us know. We are definitely trying to improve. We had some technical issues on this one, as you can tell by me constantly looking back at my screen. But we're having a good time, and I think I haven't killed anybody yet, so that's a plus, right?
Or is it?
Cameron.
Thor.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Don't do this fake
Wait.
confusion shit.
I'm wrapping up this. I'm wrapping up the episode.
Smash that subscribe button!
Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
There was like this fake confusion, but it was totally given away by like the corners. Like,
Well, I was looking at you like, wait, like I totally meant, yeah. So please tune next time whenever that happens, and we might have some surprises coming up. So if you're liking it, please make sure to share it. And again, thank you for watching, and see you next time. I need to get better at these. Bye.
If you like it and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah, that was late. Sorry.
It's
I was
that
too
late.
busy
It's that late
singing other
harmony. If you're happy and you know it.
There's actually
what the
a,
hell?
Just one last sync thing in case shit goes wrong. You son of a bitch. You would have made that so hard. You have no idea. Welcome back to Tarkadia. Oh, shit.
no, it's just, I'm not expecting that.
We're going! We're doing it live!